point their smoky.
9 out of 10 wildfires are caused by humans.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Being able to quickly and safely cross the street is vital in the fast-paced city of Athens, but not all residents have access to such a simple luxury. Reporter Alex Boswell has more on the story.
Currently, there are 4 busy lanes of traffic separating family and graduate housing and apartment complexes from a bus stop across the street. Currently, there is no crosswalk to help these residents get to that bus stop. In order to get to this bus stop on Rogers Road, some students have to walk across 4 lanes of traffic. And they want to know why a crosswalk isn't here.
Sam Marcotte and Christy Lillard are 2 such students who frequently use the bus stop, which is across from family housing at the corner of East Campus Road and Rogers Road. Marcotte says he wants a crosswalk because most drivers don't pay attention to people crossing the street.
A crosswalk being there would clue them into the fact that there are pedestrians, because I feel like most people don't think about it.
And Lillard says she doesn't feel safe whenever she has to cross the road to get to this stop.
Definitely. I walk to and from this exact route pretty much every day going to class, and it really feels like you're just playing Frogger, but with your life.
So why doesn't a crosswalk already exist? One would think that with 2 housing establishments across the road and this bus stop, one would already be in place. Dexter Adams with the UGA Grounds Department explains.
This is actually the first time anyone's mentioned a crosswalk at that location. A crosswalk can give a false sense of security, so you've got to be very judicious in using them.
Adams says the grounds department sometimes consults a traffic engineer, but they usually make a judgment call on crosswalk placement.
We want them to be where they need to be, but we don't want to go over the top.
Adams says his department considers crosswalk requests from faculty, students, and visitors. As for this stop, they would need to work with Athens-Clarke County because of the location to see whether or not it's appropriate for a crosswalk.
Now, Adams says if you want a crosswalk on campus, just submit a formal letter or an email to his department. Live in the newsroom, I'm Alex Boswell.
Thank you, Alex.
A local Athens church has recently held a health fair to not only increase health literacy, but to help locals who don't have any health insurance. Reporter Wesley Clark is live in the studio with more.
Thanks, Brittany. That's right, Brittany. Green Acres just held their Health Palooza event to assist Athens residents with their medical needs in this tough economy. Green Acres Church offers worship services, Bible studies, and small group meetings to its members. But that's not all. On October 20th, was the event. Those who attended the event were given information on topics such as steps to a healthier you, diabetes medicines, allergies and hay fever, and how to properly brush and floss. Additionally, they could get screenings for bone density, diabetes, and even get their flu shots. People who are able to make it to the event were very thankful, but for those individuals who are unable to attend, Pastor Parrish had this to say.
If you need help, come see us. Come talk to Kathy, our congregational nurse. Come talk to me. And if you've got issues, we can at least help you start finding the answers with
All Green Acres Baptist Church and ask for either Nurse Kathy or Pastor Parrish. Live in the studio, Wesley Clark, GradyNewSource.
Thanks, Wesley.
Foodborne illnesses are up in America by 44% in the U.S. One possible reason for the increase, budget. President Obama requested an increase funding, but proposals have fallen short by $600 million. A UGA food science professor says more funding for the FDA could help, but is not only the solution. For an updated list of recalled foods, visit the FDA website.
Veterans in Athens thinks rabies is a reoccurring problem for the area, and the source is from overpopulation of stray cats. Athens-Clarke County Animal Control takes in many stray animals that people bring into the center. Strays that if kept out of the streets, could endanger people and other animals that may come into contact with.
There are a lot of feral communities in Athens, and a lot of times within those communities the cats are not spayed and neutered, which means they're obviously reproducing throughout the year, which leads to the overpopulation problem.
Kaylee, turn the prompter. Members of animal control say there are misconceptions about animals being put to sleep when they are brought in, but the center actually vaccinates animals and provides adoption services for them. Adopting a rescue animal and learning about spaying and neutering animals can help the overpopulation problem.
It may be raining cats and dogs up north, but stay tuned to hear how Sandy will be affecting us here in Athens.
In the small town of Elmira, New York, a boy was born into an all-American family. The odds of him opening his own clothing store at the age of 18? 1 in 138,000. Excited to be a part of pop culture, he packed for the big city. The odds of finding someone to invest in his vision? 1 in 4.5 million. The odds of him achieving his dream in the fashion industry? 1 in 23 million. The odds of having a child diagnosed with autism? 1 in 88. I am Tommy Hilfiger, and my family is affected by autism. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs. Early diagnosis can make a lifetime of difference.
Movement. Along with weight loss, it's one of the many ways to fight osteoarthritis pain. For more information on managing pain, go to fightarthritispain.org.
Yo, check out this chef, right? Right? That's so gay. That's really gay. Dude, look at those pants.
Please don't say that.
What?
Don't say that something is gay when you mean that something is dumb or stupid. It's insulting. It's like if I thought this pepper shaker was stupid and I said, man, this pepper shaker is so 16-year-old boy with a cheesy mustache. Just saying. When you say that's so gay, do you realize what you say? Knock it off.
Packers.
Vikings. Red State. Blue State.
We come from different places.
Uptown.
But when we live united, we create real lasting change in the education, income, and health of our country. Real change won't happen without you. So give, advocate, volunteer, Live United. Sign up at liveunited.org.
I'm Vanessa Flores here with your weather today. Now today, currently in Athens, partly sunny with a high of 53 degrees, winds at 20 miles per hour and 56. Now, let's move on to your overnight lows. We have Winder and Monroe and Elberton with 35 degrees, Athens in 34, and Madison at 34 as well. Overnight in Athens, partly cloudy with a low of 34, winds at 15 miles per hour, and 0% chance of rain, so be sure to leave your umbrella back home. Now for tomorrow's highs, we have Winder, Monroe, and Elberton with 60 degrees, Athens at 61, and Commerce at 59 degrees. Tomorrow in Athens will be sunny with a high of 61, winds at 15 miles per hour, and 0% chance of rain again. Now, we will move on to the 5-day forecast. Tuesdays with a high of 55 degrees, low of 34, Wednesday at 61 degrees, low of 35, Friday and Saturday will be 67 the high and the low of 41.
We'll tell you which 2 Georgia football players are nursing injuries after the break.